What's up guys, it's Joe, and this week I decided to do an Ask Joe Santagato. So people sent me questions and I'm gonna answer them. First one is a banger. Was it awkward when you lost your virginity? I don't think anyone lost their virginity in a normal way. There had to have been something that went wrong. I lost my virginity in a car, and I remember just being so scared because vagina up until that point was kind of like a myth. Heard about them, read about them in books, but never really experienced one. Kind of like Jesus. I'm not comparing Jesus to vagina. Well, I am, but they're not the same. But like, imagine Jesus just showed up to your doorstep. It's like, what's up, I'm Jesus. Like, you'd be like, oh my God. Like, that's how I felt in that moment. I'm like, I'm about to meet Jesus. And it was in a car, which is terrible, by the way. Looks fun in movies, not fun in real life. There's like gear shifts going into your abdomen. So who's reclining the seats? All the seats not going far enough. People walking by. What's that gas smell? Is the car gonna blow up? But the reason why it was so awkward is because like I kind of asked. Like there was a moment where usually normal people would just be like, you know, telepathically, we're going to have sex now. But me, I just kind of blurted it out. I was kind of just like, wait, can we have sex? All right, next question. Any ideas of what you're naming your kids? I want to give my first kid my name just to keep that, but then the next kid, I'm just gonna mess around and probably just like name him some like inanimate object just so people get pissed. Like I'll name him like Shampoo Santagato. Like people would be so upset. So how'd you meet your girlfriend? A lot of people have been asking me how I met my girlfriend, so I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the true story. It's Halloween, I'm drunk, I'm on Instagram, and I see this picture and she's in it. So I go to her profile and I write on one of her pictures, hey. That was my plan. I was like, I'm just gonna write, hey, it's gonna be sick. Until she wrote back, do I know you? And I was just like, no. And that's it. And then months later she tweeted me, she's like, I think I know you. It's a funny story, DM me. So I direct message her and I'm like, this better be good. And she tells me the story of what I did and I'm like, I am so sorry. But she was cool about it and then we hung out and you know, now we're dating. You know, your basic love story. What is your weirdest middle school story? In middle school I had a Chinese Spanish teacher. Her name was Miss She. She hated me. Rightfully so though. I was kind of a bad kid. But anyway, there was this one day where I felt really sick and I went up to her and I was like, hey, can I call my mom? Like, I really don't feel well. And I forgot how it started, but we got into an argument and then she ended the argument with, well then throw up in my hand. And she had her hand out. Like I was gonna throw up in this woman's hand in front of the entire class. She's like, go ahead, be sick then, right here. But she just had her hand out and I was just like, I just walked out of the class, went to the nurse, and I was like, someone call my mom because this lady's obviously insane. So weird. What is the furthest you've gone to impress a girl? Oh God, this is bad. I was in 6th grade and I had a crush on this girl and it was her birthday, so I wanted to do something nice. So I came home, I'm 6th grade, I have no money. I came home and my mom had this perfume bottle that was like still wrapped and she's like, oh, I don't want this, you know, whatever. So I just took it. It was in this like cylinder thing and inside the cylinder I slipped 2 notes. Both were poems. I wrote poems. One of the poems was like a nice one. I don't remember what I wrote. Thank God. But the other one was terrible. It was like, roses are red, violets are blue. I'm not saying you smell bad, but here's some perfume. Shoot me in the back of the head. I mean, she loved it, but my God. Anyway, that's all for this week's video, which was sponsored by Audible.com. I'm currently reading or listening to 7 Dirty Words, which is like a book about George Carlin, who is like my idol. If you want to listen to this book or another book, you can sign up using my link, audible.com/Santagato. There's 150,000 titles, so I'm sure you can find something. So use audible.com/Santagato and you'll get a free 30-day trial. All the links will be in the description, and I will see you guys next week. Boom!